Matt Walsh really had things pretty stirred up with what is a woman, and it was needed. It was really, really, really needed. But now it's time to address the real elephant in the room, and that's what is a man. Now I know that when it comes to views, topics, and interpretations, we all got our own way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to gauge it by something, though, right? So what better way to gauge it than by God? So let's see what God had to say about it. According to the Bible, there are different roles and responsibilities that we have. Again, according to the Bible, the one that everybody say that they believe. Let's start with leadership and headship. So the Bible often talks about men and their leadership roles within their families and even within their communities. Go to Ephesians 5:23. It says, "For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church." Keep in mind that he said that the husband is the head of the wife. And also keep in mind that he said that Christ is the head, as Christ is the head of the church. So to me, this passage suggests that men are to lead their families to God with love, wisdom, sacrificial service, and basically following the example of Christ's leadership. So let's move on to another one. Men should be natural providers and protectors of their families. Again, you know, we'd take that right on back to the Bible, and we'll go see what it says in 1 Timothy 5:8. And it says, but if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for members of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Now, this verse highlights the importance of men fulfilling their responsibilities and to care and support their families. And obviously, if you doing all that, you're gonna just like naturally protect them. If you don't understand that, I really don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. All right, so let's go to love and sacrifice, loving your family and sacrifice. So it talks about in the Bible how men should love their wives and their families sacrificially, just as Christ loved the church. So let's back it up. Ephesians 5:25. All right, husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. So that's just basically saying that men are called to demonstrate selflessness, compassion, and commitment in their relationships and put the needs and well-being of their loved ones before their own. Listen, I'm talking about a man. Let's move forward. Morale and spiritual guidance. I tried to say that kind of smooth, right? So, but men are called to provide moral and spiritual guidance within their families and their communities. And they're also encouraged to teach and exemplify God's commandments and principles to their children and those around them. And that's important because if you know, what good is it to bring your children up right, but not try to bring up the people that surround them? Because now it's a too much of a big chance for a pull. So in Proverbs 22:6 says, train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. That's a hard one for some of us to face because we think we're doing things right. And then when our kids grow up and they're not, then that just basically told on yourself that you wasn't following God for real. You was playing around. Stewardship. The Bible teaches that men are called to be responsible stewards of the resources and talents entrusted to them by God. So every man has his own talent. God provides every man a way to provide for himself and provide for his family. And we cannot just like throw that away. You understand what I'm saying? So when it come down to it, this includes finances, managing your time with your children, with your wife, with your family, and doing that in a manner that honors God. So to back that up, let's go to 1 Peter 4:10. It says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. I think that's pretty clear. Humility and servanthood. The Bible puts a strong emphasis on the importance of humility and servanthood for men. Jesus set an example by washing the feet of his disciples and teaching them the true greatness that comes from serving others. So in Mark 10:45, Jesus said, for even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. Now, I want to put up a disclaimer because I'm talking about men, not males. There is a difference. You have to be a male to qualify to be a man, but every male is not a man. I'm telling you, you can chalk it up how you want to, and if you want to debate that, hit me up. We bring you on the show and we'll talk about it, and I really dig down into what that really means. So the next time somebody asks you what is a man, you know the answer. And if you don't know the answer, because it's too much stuff, right, to just kind of remember to say, here's your short answer. Here's a short answer for you. A man follows God and leads his family to God with love. He also holds himself accountable, but that's a whole different video. If you want me to do one on accountability next, feel free to let me know in the comment section. And more than likely, no. As a matter of fact, if you let me know in the comment section, I will do it. Let me tell you why. Because I'm a man. Wake up before you go to sleep. Peace. I'm out of here.